What is going on, brothers and sisters? Eric Rosen here, your internal strength coach, here to show you how to overcome your greatest challenges so you can shine your brightest light. Let's see, it is Wednesday, December 19th. Oh, it's trash day. I just realized I got to take my trash out to the curb. Thanks so much for being here. We're going to continue on with the 14-day video series regarding health and fitness. Today, we're going to talk about um, injury prevention and technique in the gym. That's what came to me. So, injury prevention. Let's dive into that first, shall we? So, a lot of people think that warming up is optional. It's not. It's very much mandatory. I especially have witnessed this a lot um, with men that are a little bit harder headed. I guess like, oh, I'm just gonna jump in and just hit it. Well, the thing is especially around this time of the year when it's cold out, your joints are gonna be a little bit stiffer, your muscles are colder. You need to get things warmed up. You need to get blood moving into your muscles by doing a proper warm up. Honestly, I would recommend like a good solid, continuous moving, like 15-minute warm up for whatever it is that you're doing, even if it's not resistance weight training, which I'm the biggest fan of. That's going to be the thing that um, gets you loose, that keeps everything from being like too stiff. Your joints just aren't moving well, and then you get into your workout, and then you pull something doesn't feel right, and all of a sudden now you're sidelined. So, um, in addition to that, another injury prevention thing is going to actually be knowing what the hell you're doing, quite frankly. This is especially, candidly for the beginners out there, people that, especially as we're approaching New Year's resolutions, maybe people that have never trained in the gym before, or they're giving it a go again or something like that. This is a good time to talk about this. Um, the attitude of I'll just get there and figure it out. I'll figure out the exercises is not a really good mentality to have. So let's say you still did your warm up, you still got everything loose, but then you go and you try to do some exercise that you saw, on Instagram somewhere, and you don't know the proper technique, and you go to try to do it, and boom, again, you pull something. The thing is that there are like diagrams obviously that show you the movement on like the sides of machines. Obviously that's not on free weights, but even something like that, it's like a very, it's just a two-dimensional picture. It's still not really telling you everything that you need to know. So my recommendation is that you actually have a plan before you go to the gym, and by that I mean not only knowing what exercises you're going to do, but if you're going to do this by yourself, like look the videos up on YouTube before you go. This is something that I've done in the past as I was learning, where you actually find a good solid YouTube video that actually shows you the proper lifting technique, and then you're able to pay attention to that, pay attention to the motion, to the instructions that the person on the video is giving, and follow that. Even better would be if you actually got help from someone who knows what they're doing, whether that's a friend, a workout partner, gym staff, a personal trainer, whoever it is. That's going to be the thing that helps, again, prevent injuries, and it's all about proper technique. So it's injury prevention, but then it's also proper technique to actually, you've committed money, you've committed time, you've committed resources to your health, to go into the gym, to getting more fit. You definitely want to be using proper techniques so that you're efficiently using your time, making sure that you're targeting whatever it is that you're wanting to target. If that's resistance weight training, targeting the proper muscle. Otherwise, you might be just throwing parts of your body into it that it's not going to help those things. Maybe you get your heart rate up at the end of the day. It's just diminishing returns when you could be maximizing the best use of your time with a proper lifting technique. So also lifting, light, especially if you're a beginner. Especially for the guys out there, like don't let your ego get you. Lifting too heavy is also going to potentially lead to injury prevention if you're not ready for it yet. Um, you know, Anyone who's ever worked out knows this, that for that very first workout, you are super fucking sore like the next day. So you really, your body like just goes into shock basically in a good way. So you don't need to like go crazy and lift all heavy, when you're first starting out to like get the effectiveness of it. In fact, it's literally just like, it's the old adage, like too much of anything is not a good thing. You lift too heavy, you lift too hard, you can maybe wind up overtraining, injuring yourself. So find that sweet spot, especially when you're first starting out. And the lift and light thing goes hand in hand too, especially around this time of the year, as you're, you know, if that's part of your warm up is lifting lighter and then going heavier, or even you finished your warm up and now you're going into your working sets of your resistance weight training, and you just don't want to like stack on the weight that you're wanting to do, for say your fourth set. Okay. Um, yeah, that's it. That's what I got for you guys. I hit all the points I wanted to hit today. Just pretty short and sweet. It's just a reminder that um, it's really wise to do some preparation for your workouts. Okay, I know it's kind of a tough deal, but especially for me as a personal trainer and for other fitness people. Um, we talk about, oh, it's only 3-4 hours a week in the gym, but really, when you factor in the diet, when you factor in the preparation involved, it is more than that. It's still not like a significant amount of time. It really is just, it's a lifestyle adjustment, but it's a lifestyle adjustment for your betterment, for your health. But this preparation that I'm talking about of getting loose, getting warmed up, learning proper techniques, taking the time to, um, learn the right exercises, lifting lighter. Another one would be, especially if you're doing this on your own and you're learning, teaching yourself, like stick to the machines at first. I mean, you're just going to increase your risk of injury if you don't know what you're doing and you try to do free weights first. But overall, it's just like, use your brain, like think this through, and I don't mean like use your brain to like psych yourself out and scare yourself into that you can't do this. Anybody can do this. You absolutely can do this. It's just that taking the time to have this plan is going to be so beneficial in the long run for you, especially if it avoids an injury. All right, you guys take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.